Hey everybody, day number 6. Quick update for you. So this morning we got up super early, about 6:30, and got on the road. Went to breakfast in Cheyenne Junction. It's a lovely little breakfast place where you can hear all the noisy bikes outside. It's getting busy. Then we rode through Spearfish Canyon, which is an absolutely beautiful ride. You can Google it or just wait for me to post the videos. I'll do that later. Then one of the guys in our group took off to run some errands, and Ron, myself, and Terry rode to Devil's Tower, which is it's an iconic landmark which was actually used in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So if you've ever seen that movie, that is an integral part of that story. It's a very odd place. It looks like it was built by aliens, frankly. The lines are very symmetrical. Everything's very clean, and it's just odd. It just doesn't fit the landscape whatsoever. Anyway, after that, we took off and took some pictures and hung out there for a little bit, and took off to kind of a cool little stone bar in the middle of nowhere on the way back to Sturgis. It was a great ride. We're riding. It was a little odd for me as I was riding. My bike was sounding kind of funny between like 65 and 70 miles an hour. Just kind of sputtering. It didn't sound good. And more big bikes. And anyway, so we got back to Sturgis, and I went to Dragonfly, which is a company that makes my fairing. I have a fairing on my bike. You can see the fairings on these bikes in the background. Anyway, I have one of those on my bike, and it's got a stereo in it, so I brought it in here because the stereo hasn't been working to get it fixed. And as I parked my bike, I looked down and I realized that the air filter, one of the bolts was completely missing. So in a bit of a panic, I just walked up and down, and I went to a J&P Cycles, which is a cycle parts company here. And there's a very cool guy who helped me out. And he said, well, I need to see the size of the bolt. It's not something standard. And that. So I brought the whole air filter to him and that, and we got the right parts done, and we put went back. I put everything. Kind of interesting experience working on my bike. It must have been 90 degrees with just a small set of tools I have in my bag that I carry with me. And anyway, so got that on, and so that was taken care of. And then actually last night I put in gas. I was very late, probably like 1:30 in the morning. Put in gas, and as I was leaving the gas station, I bumped my highway bars. Highway bars are kind of bars that protect the engine, crash bars or roll bars, whatever. I bent it fairly significantly, and I didn't like what it was anyway. So at the same place, J&P actually got some replacements, and we put those on this afternoon. Those are really nice. And then I met a bunch of people at Oasis Bar and just had a couple of drinks just to kind of soothe my nerves, because working in a workshop is not really my thing. But, I did it. I was a little rattled. I got over it. And then we had a lovely dinner at Loud American. These steak tips, which are really very tasty. There's little pieces of steak dipped in breading. So very delicious. And everyone right now is at Easy Riders. Again, it seems to be our go-to bar in Sturgis. Everyone's super friendly, and drinks aren't super expensive. And they're watching Soul Asylum, I believe. It's not. I mean, I listened to one of their songs back in the day. It's not really my thing either. Anyway, so I'm here at Dragonfly. They're just finishing up my bike. There's a problem with this. With the amplifier went out on the head unit, so they're replacing that right now. So I'll be back with sound, and everything's going to be working great again tomorrow. I'm not sure what the plans are for tomorrow, so we'll kind of play it by ear. And but so far the experience has been good, and I hope to get some sleep tonight. I only got about 4.5 hours last night, so I'm a little tired. But maybe tomorrow I'll just take a day off and let the guys do whatever they want, and I'll just sleep late and get some nice breakfast and buy some t-shirts and do a little shopping. So anyway, love to you all. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.